What are you throwing away? Do you have any idea of where your trash is going? Most people have not a clue where their trash goes or that there's an alternative method to how their waste is handled. Recently, I stepped into handling business-to-business relationships for customers' waste needs. This is when I discovered the Davidson County long-term plan for zero waste. You know the closest landfill is 38 miles away, and it's reaching capacity within the next 5 to 10 years. That is why Nashville is creating this plan for zero waste and coming up with an alternative method to how waste is handled. In this next few minutes, I want to walk you through what this plan is, how it will work for the citizens of Davidson County and other successful cities that are using this plan. All items can be located on Nashville's public website underneath Public Works and Solid Waste Plan. This is an example of a brochure that they have. This plan is to divert 90% of all waste disposed in a landfill, which is considered zero waste. According to the Nashville Tennessean, published on June 29, 2018, Davidson County produced 1.2 million tons of waste in 2016. According to the recent study done by Metro, Nashville Public Works, and Tennessee Department of Environmental, it only recycled and composted 25% of that waste. This plan will be achieved by encouraging recycling and composting through public education, outreach, and organizational funded programs. As Nashville grows, we're continuing to see buildings come up left and right. This plan is going to encourage construction and demolition to recycle through incentivizing them. It's not only going to incentivize construction and demolition, but it's also going to incentivize for composting. And they're also going to encourage educational programs to how composting and recycling works. This program is designed to drive down costs and save the environment. As you can see in this picture, Middle Point is about to be full, and waste will have to be driven 50 miles away compared to the 38 miles, which will triple our waste costs. Understanding this plan is important to the citizens and companies operating and living in Nashville. The most recent goal set by Nashville is to divert 75% of the waste. Representatives understand that this is a steep goal, but it's a step-by-step process. Citizens and companies operating and living in the county will participate in a recycling and composting 3-bin system. How this 3-bin system will work, you'll have one bin that will be for organic materials, which will be leaves, food scraps, anything like that. And then you'll have another bin that will be for recycling, cans, glass, cardboard, anything to that nature. And then you'll have the third bin, which will be for waste, anything that can't go into the other 2 bins. Ultimately, you'll be incentivized for how much waste or how much items that you're able to compost and recycle through a rebate program. Construction, if you're in construction and demolition, they'll encourage you to recycle all bricks, wood, anything that's used for demolition or construction. And how that will be done is when builders apply for their building permit, they'll have to make a deposit. In order to get that deposit back, they have to meet that recycling threshold. As the county achieves this goal of zero waste, it also has to increase public education and outreach, and also increase the number of facilities and services that handle compost and recycling. Achieving this zero waste, or 75%, might seem steep. However, San Francisco is currently diverting 80% of all their waste, which is more than any other major U.S. city. San Francisco set this goal in 2002 to divert 75% by 2010 and to divert zero waste by 2020. Kate Birmingham from CNBC published an article on July 14, 2018 named "How San Francisco Sends Less Trash to the Landfill Than Any Other Major U.S. City." The article states, thanks to the bold public policies and educational initiatives, the city diverts about 80% of its waste from the landfills, or more than 1 million tons every year. Nashville is adapting these same tactics as San Francisco did to achieve their goal. Examples of what they did: they had stricter policies, a 3-bin system, incentivized programs, and recycling and compost education. San Francisco is proud of achieving this goal, and us too, as Nashville citizens, can be proud of this zero waste plan. Hopefully you have a better understanding of how this will work for Nashville and how other successful cities made this plan of zero waste work. And thank you guys for your time.